Aries. Aries symbol today's good for finding the inspiration for new ideas, dreams, and goals, dear Aries. It's a good time to consider which habits or attachments in your life may be holding you back from growing and thriving, particularly on a mental level or regarding attitudes and mindsets. Aim to use your diplomatic talents in your dealings, but watch for a tendency to please and appease that might later come back to haunt you. You are taking care of unfinished business now that will help move things forward. Saturn turns direct today after many months of retrograde motion, and truths coming to light this week help you get a real grip on the reality of friendships or projects, a long-term plan, aspiration, or goal. It's easier to make better arrangements with a sense of what is viable and what isn't. You're able to put procrastinating ways behind you in some regions of your life, and it feels good to do so. Taurus. Taurus symbol: look for opportunities to clear up debts or settle accounts today, dear Taurus. It's a great time to consider letting go of unnecessary attachments, such as through ways to pay off debts or recover loans. It's not an ideal time to take on something new. Comfortable situations seem to draw you in, but you may be missing an opportunity that's right in front of you in the process. Saturn turns direct today after retrograde motion since May, and career and reputation matters are ready to pick up steam, even if it's a slow and steady pace. This influence helps clarify your business, career, and life path goals or projects, and once Jupiter turns direct on the 18th, even more so. This week, there may be a reality check, but you'll also recognize what's genuinely doable. Gemini. Gemini symbol: tying up loose ends may be necessary before you can go forward with confidence, dear Gemini. Avoid taking on responsibilities that others should be handling themselves, or watch for relying too heavily on others when you'd be better off getting things done independently. You might benefit from looking to the past for answers to problems in the present. It's a good time to find something lost or overlooked, and on another level, seeing where you may be taking the easy road to your detriment. Also today, Saturn turns direct after retrograde motion since May. Sharing, learning, publishing, exploring, legal matters, or education might need extra attention to rules and structure this week and as you advance. You're no longer satisfied with waiting things out, and you're more willing to do the groundwork to move matters forward. Cancer. Cancer symbol: you may be looking to the past for answers to work or health concerns, dear Cancer, which can be a helpful exercise in moderation. Consider whether you're holding on to something that no longer serves you well, notably an attitude or expectation. Settling accounts can be in order. Another influence today brings you down to earth. Saturn turns direct after retrograde motion since May. With this influence, you can expect your intimate world to gain more clarity this week and beyond. You gain a stronger sense of what you want from your relationships or see some forward progress with taxes, debts, or financial support. Leo. Today is better to tie up loose ends than it is to make any new long-term commitments or agreements, dear Leo. Temporarily, progress can be slow with heartfelt interests, such as a love relationship or a creative project, but you can take small steps towards achieving your goals. Avoid carelessness in matters of the heart. There can be a connection with an old love interest or friend, or you're feeling sentimental about an old love or pet project. You can benefit from looking to the past, as you may reawaken a worthwhile pursuit, but do consider where you could be holding onto the past in unhealthy ways. Note that your inclination may be to fall back on quick fixes or the easy route instead of moving in the direction of challenge, reward, and growth. Another influence on the day, Saturn turns direct after more than 4 months of retrograde motion. This directional change finds you clearer about where you stand with others. Clarity about a relationship or your needs from others can empower you this week and beyond. Realistic expectations of projects and people lead to a stronger sense of direction and groundedness. Virgo. There is an inclination to fall back on comfortable behaviors and patterns today, dear Virgo, rather than challenge yourself or aim to grow and learn. Old habits seem to have a strong pull on you now, and a good deed from the past can benefit you. Using your talents can reap the rewards, but it may also be wise to challenge yourself in a small way. You may be taking the path of least resistance. Another influence on the day is Saturn's direct turn in your solar 6th house. You could begin to get back on track with a diet or fitness plan, chores, or a work project. These things may have stalled in perhaps frustrating ways in the past while. After a reality check of sorts, you're inclined to adopt a more straightforward approach to meeting and facing these responsibilities. Libra. Some transits occurring now tend to pull you into the past, dear Libra. You're rather disinclined to put yourself out or challenge yourself, preferring to fall back on talents and resources you already have, which can be just what you need from time to time. Still, it's best to avoid enabling or appeasing others in ways that might come back to haunt you later. Aim to be as tactful as possible with people around you in general, but particularly relatives, neighbors, and classmates. At the same time, try to avoid promises or deferrals. There is a somewhat sober tone to the week with Saturn turning direct today after retrograde motion since May. Ultimately, this change of direction helps clarify your feelings, relationships, projects, and ventures. It's now more natural to recognize what's genuinely doable. Don't be surprised if you experience strong instincts to narrow in on particular goals and projects, as it's a good time to cut out the fluff. Scorpio. This can be an important time for settling accounts, dear Scorpio. With a stronger awareness of where you may be overattached, you are in an excellent position to clear away obstacles related to money and business. There is a tendency to want to do it all yourself these days, but sharing, trusting, and pairing up to accomplish something is the way to go for the rewards, even if it seems the more challenging route to take at the moment. Look to let go of things you don't need. Another influence today is Saturn's direct turn. This planet has been retrograde since May in your home and family sector. With Saturn now direct, organizing your personal life is in good favor as you advance. Facing your responsibilities with realism puts you in a strong position to manage them. Take things gradually and enjoy the process of bringing more order and security to your personal space and inner world. Sagittarius. Strong energy is with you for releasing yourself from something from the past today, dear Sagittarius. Do watch for a tendency to try to take the easy way out. Sometimes you simply need a break, but other times, you miss opportunities to grow and learn if you back away from a challenge, and the latter may be the case today. If you notice you're frequently falling back on doing things on your own when pairing up or sharing the load would be much better for you, you might decide to make changes. Dealing with loose ends or settling accounts can be useful to clear the pathway for smoother endeavors and activities in the future. Also today, Saturn turns direct after retrograde motion since May. This week, there may be a reality check or a strong reminder of your need to organize or take care of your daily affairs. More structure to your communications, studies, and connections to others can benefit you greatly. Procrastination is costly, and as you meet your goals and responsibilities more promptly, you feel more energetic and confident. Capricorn. This can be a time of powerful memories guiding you or unusual connections, dear Capricorn. You might connect with an old friend. There can be some tendency to seek the easy way out, but with a bit of poking around and self-honesty, you might learn what is most valuable to you, benefiting you greatly. You might tie up loose ends as you become aware of delays or matters that you previously overlooked that now require your attention. It's a time to correct past mistakes and omissions so that you can clear the path. Also today, your planetary ruler turns direct after months of retrograde motion. This Saturn station reminds you of the value of simplicity this week. Money matters require more structure and discipline, but they also improve steadily going forward. Focus on firming up your budget, evaluating business projects, and paring down excess so that you can feel more secure and pay extra attention to your practical affairs. Aquarius. You're in the mood to get comfortable, dear Aquarius, and you could find yourself quite sentimental. There can be a connection with an old friend or strong memories of someone from your past. You could feel the need to attend to duties that help clear up delays and set the ball rolling to make progress. Matters from the past certainly gain your attention today, but you're arriving at a point where you see the areas that have been holding you back. Also today, Saturn turns direct in your sign after months of retrograde motion. This turn helps fuel your confidence to face reality and make better decisions. You're in good shape for specific health pursuits to resume or begin. Your determination to move things forward increases now. Responsibilities and problems can undoubtedly magnify in your mind, but this is an empowering shift. Pisces. You're in an excellent position to do an inventory of your feelings and affections today and this week, dear Pisces. It's easier to see which attachments may be holding you back from growing and thriving. You might make a plan to clear up old projects that are slowing your progress or take care of duties so that you can start fresh. Another influence today is Saturn's direct turn after many months of retrograde motion. While it can bring on a small dose of reality, it's also likely to lead to a feeling of strength and clarity. It can be a time to face elements of your past that are resurfacing as truths or realities. Knowing your position can lead to making better plans. In the weeks ahead, you'll feel more equipped to put negative habits and attitudes behind you. Gradually, you're bound to feel stronger, more capable, and clearer.